you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So today I was back in the fucking classroom. Not like a good classroom, not doing like a university degree, a master's in something, a PhD, you know, the things that people my age might be doing or they would have done like 10, 15 years ago. I mean, the construction induction. Fucking training course. The white card. I'm back in the seat. I'm back with the plebs. Nothing is more depressing than sitting with 25 other complete fucking retards in a room that could double as like a homeless shelter, being taught by someone who looks like they've worked at KFC for 10 years, doing a course that I've done 5 times before. I've done it so many fucking times now, and every single time it's depressing, but I think this could be the most depressing time. Like when you're younger, you look around and you're like, I'm not going to be with these cunts my whole life. I've got bigger and better things to do with my life. This is just a little stopover. I'm not going to be on the shovel for the rest of my life. Then you go on like a 5-6 year bender. You can't remember where you put your card. You don't even know if it's expired or not. Then you go back and you're like, all right, this is good. This is good. I'm getting my life back on track. I'll do this for a little while just to fucking ease things over. Then I'll start doing what I'm meant to be doing. And then you do that 2 or 3 more times. And now I'm back there doing it again. And I'm looking around. And now I'm the old sad guy that all the young kids are looking at going, fuck, I don't want to be that cunt when I grow up. I can't be. This is just a little stopover for me. I'm not going to be doing this for the rest of my life. Look, cunt. I have more prospects than you, and I'm back here, all right? You probably won't be back because you're not as retarded as I am. You'll remember that you've got your card and you won't lose it. But I can fucking guarantee you this. You'll be on the shovel for the rest of your life. So I go down to the fucking white card induction course this morning, and it's just the same old thing. It's the same characters. You've got the old guy. There was only like 2 people older than me, and they may not have been older than me. I might have just been looking better than them. I don't know. It's hard to tell now. But you've got the old guys that have lost all hope. Actually, I am the old guy who's lost all hope. What the fuck am I talking about? So I'm there with the 2 other old cunts. We're the old guys that have lost all hope. We're the new characters. You've got the tattooed young guys that they just think it's a stopover. You've got the Irish guy that's kind of nervous. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's hungover as shit. You've got the Asian guy that can't speak English. You've got the Asian girl who can speak a little bit of English, but God knows why she's there. To be honest with you, the Asian girl wasn't there previously. Honestly, the fucking class was like half girls. The Asian girl hadn't been there previously. Neither had the older Australian lady. I don't know what the fuck she was doing there. There were Irish girls previously because they all do the traffic fucking control shit. Maybe the Asians doing the traffic control. I don't know. But it was like 50-50. 50 absolute dead shit loser guys and 50% girls. There was no Indians though, which was shocking. Not one. I think I'll see a few Indians when I do my heavy rigid driver's license tomorrow. Well, do the fucking knowledge test, which I haven't studied for. So it's just a full day. A full day of shit that it's just fucked. You're watching videos. Most of the videos were from 1998. There was one from 1995. They're on a full fucking IBM desktop. black screen, green writing, all that sort of shit in these fucking things. And it's just like, all right, if this induction course meant anything, don't you think you would have updated the fucking videos sometime in the last 26 years? So I'm just going through the absolute motions. I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing back here? I'm back to second guessing everything I've done in my entire life because none of it's worked because I'm sitting here again. So it's just, I don't know what to say. Do you want to know what type of fire extinguisher you need for what types of fires? You use a water fire extinguisher for paper, plastics, and wood. They call those Class A fires. You use a fire blanket for clothing and oils, cooking oils. You use a chemical extinguisher for all fires except for cooking fats and oils. So that covers like woods, plastics, electrical fires, gas, flammable liquids. So the chemical extinguisher is actually your best extinguisher. If they had one in the room, I would have put the nozzle in my mouth and squeezed. Well, pulled the pin. You've got to pull the pin first. Otherwise, you can't squeeze it. I would have sucked on the end of the fire extinguisher, pulled the pin and squeezed and hoped to God it blew the back of my fucking brains out. That's where I was today. My fucking God. So we had a lunch break and I was like not paying attention. I was taking some notes, but then in the end, there was a black guy in the class as well who reminded me so much of Izzy, not just because he was black, a little bit because he was black, mostly because he was black, but because he was not listening to anything. He did not want to be there at all. And so I just followed his lead. He got on his phone and stopped listening early. And I was like, all right, I'm fucking following that. So I started scrolling early. Then we went to lunch and I was so depressed. I just got a coffee. I'm like, fuck it. I'm having a coffee. There's no tea in the room. I'm not paying $6 for a fucking tea. I'm paying $6 for a fucking coffee. So I got a coffee and it was so fucking strong. I ended up having like the jitters for like an hour. And I'm back in the room and I'm starting to like freak out. I'm like, what if I don't pass? I don't know anything. I haven't studied at all. I haven't listened. I haven't taken good notes. I can't remember any of this shit. What fucking fire extinguisher what extinguisher do I need? And I was almost in full meltdown. And then I just had to remember, I'm like, you can cheat in this. No one gives a fuck. This is meaningless. The teacher feeds you the answers and then leaves the room, and then you just cheat. And that's all that happened today. That's what I did. It came around to the test, and she's like, put your notes away. And I didn't put my notes away, or the book, or anything. And then she walked out of the room, and everyone just cheated and filled in the paper. So that was it. Everyone passed, even though like one dude fucking couldn't speak any English. Another girl couldn't put her earmuffs on. You had to do that as well. You had to put on your PPE, personal protective equipment. I think that's what it's called. I don't even know. A hard hat, glasses, and earmuffs. And one of the girls couldn't figure it out. She passed. It's so fucked. So there we are. I'm allowed to work on fucking building sites again. Hooray. Fucking hip hip hooray. And tomorrow I have a driving knowledge test for a heavy rigid driver's license, truck license, I mean. And I haven't studied or anything for that, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to get enough time to study. If I can't fucking pass that, well, fucking, what are you going to do? I'll have to go back and do it again. That's not even the end of it. I've got to go do the actual driving test and then go back and sort out the license. And then I've got to do a minimum 4 other things. Minimum. Working at heights, first aid, elevated work platform, and resuscitation. That's before I even send out my resume. So that's like a month away. So hopefully something happens in the next month that keeps me away from fucking work. Tell your friends about the podcast. Tell them to start at day 1. Then tell them to skip directly to episode 2 years, which is the day I first mentioned the Patreon. Then tell those cunts to join the Patreon. And if you're a cunt that's listened to this forever and you're too fucking tight to join the Patreon, shame on you. Shame on you. Join the Patreon now. I only need 200 more people or 198. Go to my website, boylecomedy.com. You'll see the link there. Fucking join it. And if you're a rich cunt, just pay $100 a month, all right? And if you're not a rich cunt, if you're a semi-rich cunt, do the $20. And if you're a poor cunt, just buy me a pint. We've got like a month to avert this inevitable disaster. Anyway, that'll fucking do it for tonight. I'm here every single day for you cunts. I'll be back tomorrow and I'll see you the fuck later.